Senate, Internet, Apple, transportation, YouTubes, Twitters, Dells, electric, CVS, mobile heat, gas, Oxford, Knoxville, Pulling, Supermarket, Asorok, Federal Continent, Bank, POS, the MasterCard. This Sunday marks the beginning of the ninth week. And issues about 9 are all about conception and birth. We remember exactly 1 year ago when the World Court urged us to make sure that at February 6, we actually had something to do 2022. And it's functioning today. But let me take you around on what Yahweh reminded today. Ecclesiastes 12:13 says, let us hear the conclusions of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. I would like to remind you last day ago, talked about something about Matthew, which it was about Matthew in the last verse. This February will end in 28 or thereabout, and Matthew 28 talked about what Matthew said really was about, lo, I am with you rather until the end. Let us hear the conclusions of the whole matter means we would need to justify and make a review because we are actually, as a whole world, now permitting mainlanders to join Shiloh. Definitely, now we all will begin to analyze our duties accordingly, and effectively as well. Let me put it ultimately that I can take it from this end. What is Yowere saying of the 26th day of February 2023 or about 2026 election? To care on this 24th February tape. I would like to bring you through Idi Amin, but before that, let me take you right straight. Wealth is worthless in the day of wrath. See the list of institutions that I begin to take privately to begin to know how much a weight is on the planet government. It said, but righteousness delivered from death. But to the government, righteousness is nothing. Righteousness cannot deliver the federal government of the universe from dying. Wealth is not worthless in the day of wrath for the federal government. Then this is a proverb truly 11:4, right from the World Trade Center about a four-wheel drive. This is my duty, but I got to step out every day. And this is why there are judgments that the federal government will be delivered from death by being goddish. So Israel hit 23 in this 2023, probably taking 2 from there and face 28 there in 3-day time from now. We shall be cancelling Yowere Museveny and go on to the issue of Organization of African Unity. That's why I said here that what was it thinking about 2026? And on this 26th of February, the beginning of the 9th week, what exactly is he saying so far? So we fasted and petitioned our God that delivers from death as a federal government. To be punctual is all about God to start with. Time is number one. About this, and he answered our prayer. So definitely, let me take you up on the matter of Museveny Yowere.
The end of the Cold War, and we thought there was at least a good possibility we could continue that progress.
I mean, you write in your book that even back then, there's a meeting between Putin, Secretary Rumsfeld, where he's talking about Russia being part of NATO. Were they?
Don't ask me a question there, but I know I got hundreds of issues jam-packed, and I have to take them one after the other. Take a listen. Senate. This 8th week, this is the 6th day of which we know as Friday. A few things have changed in our time, but that we do not use it against Christ, but for Christ. So therefore, everybody knew there's someone around who actually had been the fox. When we send Idi Amin to Yahoo.
If I see the minister is coward, automatically I kick you out of my office. Because I know that you have got something wrong with you. I will put another person straight. Or any governor or anybody. This I must make it absolutely clear. And even whether you hide, you will be known in the light completely. This I must make it absolutely clear. Whether you hide, you go where, you will be known completely.
But I know that Museveny, you will take the whole of the 8th week, not even. You must understand the pain of Yowere. You must also understand a vehicle. Almost all the divisions that we had to touch had to deliver a vehicle each. So the matter of a vehicle doesn't mean that you are singly on the matter of the vehicle. And I know exactly 3 days from now, by February 27th and 28th, the Organization of African Union should not dissolve. And to dissolve, it must mean that the vehicle that are submitted are not enough, because transportation is very important, and the federal government must continue to collect vehicles. It's its own duty to carry that out. It's a specific duty by God that will run that. Now, Museveny, Yowere, don't let it turn out like to others who are nuisance to Shiloh and to the rest of the development that we found in Ukraine East and Ukraine West by the rivers, and how the Ukraine West is falling to the Federation of Europe and its kingdom, knowing fully well that European Union had dissolved and became EU, one of municipal here in Abuja. And Ukraine East had fallen into the hands of Vladimir Putin finally, where he might like to resign as a king, unto being a king, and take up Zelensky. What was his name? Vlad, I swear. What I said, Vlad, Zelensky, you ain't gonna be anything without your own presentation of vehicle as well. That all of us who are called to be, that our eyes were waters and our ears are fountains of tears, that I might weep day and night at what you say to yourself for the slain of the doctors of the people. Meaning, we have slain from September 5 to September 15, the birthday of Yowere Museveny, turning 7, 8. He doesn't make 8 and 9, 10, a big fat N. The commissioning of the Septagon by Yowere Museveny and go on must continue now. They must both endeavor to establish that institution that we shouldn't cry. And better still, to learn from the last week, we hear that Jeremiah verses 8, chapter 8 verses 1 says that we might begin to shed tears. Until next time, my decisions were reviewed. What is God having to write up for us? In 1 second, Jesus resisted the devil and obeyed the voice of the Father. Catch you at Shiloh.